and expenses. For as little as 75 cents per day, you can ensure that your expenses are covered. Call Beacon at 440-4447 and sign up for the Rest Easy plan today.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
These have been tough times, and we could all use a helping hand to get through this period. GUT Credit Union gives you the opportunity to do just that without a worry. What are you looking forward to? A relaxing staycation? Brand new appliances or devices? Consolidating your debt to get more money in your pocket? Not a member? No worries. Come in and find out how you too can make the most of this offer. Or visit us today. Yes, you can have a brighter Christmas season with GUT Credit Union. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Wednesday, December 23rd, 2020. I'm Chrislyn, Lashington. In the headlines, Grenadians support new restrictions to prevent further spread of COVID-19. More than 800 people retested for COVID-19. COVID-19 Health Subcommittee Chairman says the virus seems more transmissible. A bleak Christmas for small business owners. They say COVID made a bad situation worse. Agriculture Minister calls for the establishment of the National Farmers Organization. Coming up in sports, Los Angeles Lakers lose season opener to LA Clippers. And in around the globe, Antigua and Barbuda Chief Health Inspector shares crucial food safety tips for the Yuletide season. And Chinese manufacturers to supply 400 million COVID-19 vaccine doses to countries around the world. Details right after this message.
This is GBN, the nation's news leader. This segment is brought to you by Quartz Grenada Limited.
Despite the situation we now face, one thing is for certain. We will get through this together. As much as we are a part of your community, you are a part of who we are. Let's take care of each other during this time, as we always do. And soon, we know that with the dawn of that new day, all of this will be over, and our land will once again be healed. In the meantime, stay safe. Know that we're here for you. Quartz, bringing value home.
Good evening and season's greetings. This is GBN's News at 7. As Grenadians come to terms with the implementation of an 8 p.m. curfew just around the festive season, there were mixed reviews by the public on whether government's decision was the best for the country. GBN combed the streets of St. George to get an understanding of the thoughts of citizens.
Yes, to try to make people be safe and to check themselves, because many people not wearing masks. You understand? It's bad for health. So I think it's a good thing. Yeah, and I think they should lock down the port and airport too. Yeah, to keep us safe. Like they have it continuous open up continuously. It's a problem because people still coming in.
As we know now, it's Christmas time, Christmas Eve time, and it tend to have more linemen around this time, especially at night time. And it's a case more to restrict movements in regards to, like, say, partying and gathering, and that happens mostly at night. So I feel it was just taken out of context in regards to it being an 8 o'clock curfew. So I personally think it's the right decision to just restrict gathering.
Gathering, they ask for people not to gather. People will gather. It's human being you're talking about. So the only thing is to calm it down, is to say, okay, watch, seize, and we enjoy ourselves later. That's my view on it.
Maybe it's for the best, because we are in it. So if we give that advice, then I think we should all deal with it.
It kind of holding back a lot of people from doing things what they want to do, because most people just moving in night and thing. He don't working with me, and I don't find him working with much Grenadians too, because you see what's going on, they complaining a lot and thing.
I believe it's a little too short, especially for working people. The time they spin around and they turn, they have to get home for 8 o'clock. 10 o'clock would be much fine, especially in the, I know we have the COVID and we have to be careful, but still, the 10 o'clock would have been much better. People have enough time to, move around, because the time they come from work, they have to run here. It's too much a hassle. So at least they could have put it for 10 o'clock.
Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force are warning that anyone caught breaking the 8 p.m. curfew will face the law. Policemen are strategizing to ensure no one escapes by setting up roadblocks at various checkpoints throughout the island for the next 14 days. We hear of some of their plans in this Rena Peer report.
At a virtual press conference this morning, ranking officers within the RGPF explains that only essential workers on duty will be allowed to pass police checkpoints after the curfew hours. The officers say, in keeping in line with the Now State of Emergency Act, measures are in place to ensure compliance. Superintendent Vanny Cohen explains.
The police is authorized under this new act to use reasonable force to enforce these regulations and has the powers of arrest without a warrant for persons committing offenses under the regulation. So we have seen some more authorities given to the police here to ensure that the regulation is being enforced. And this is understandable, having regard to the fact that we are in our phase 2, and we understand that the cluster that we are dealing with has been expanding, and this is a move to ensure that we mitigate against the expansion or the continuous spread of the virus.
Officer Cohen is calling on business owners to dismiss workers within reasonable time so that they can get home before 8 p.m. Other guidelines for business owners were outlined.
The owner or operator of any business, establishment or office which provides goods or services to the public shall ensure that a member of the public is not permitted entry to or otherwise remain within any enclosed space within the premises of business, establishment, or office, unless the member of the public is wearing a face mask. Every establishment shall ensure that all customers and staff maintain physical distancing of no less than 6 feet in or outside the business establishment or office.
The police is advising persons who received passes in the previous curfew period that they are invalid and as such should reapply to the Commissioner of Police for new passes. For GBN News, I am Rena Peer reporting.
As Grenada climbs the ladder to now 59 active COVID-19 cases, bringing the total number of recorded cases to 114. Officials from the Ministry of Health say despite this, the recent cluster has not taken a toll on the country's health system. Rena Peer tells us more.
The retesting of over 800 people related to the recent cluster started early this morning, and the results, which are expected in about 48 hours, will give health officials a true picture of the country's epidemiological status. Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Francis Martin, said the number of people on the testing team has increased significantly.
The officers are out there in the field, started very early this morning. We've been on them with the phone last night as well, making sure that they're ready and go ready for today, because apart from the cluster, we also have to keep testing the travelers as well to come out of quarantine. So in the life of our COVID response, today we'll be testing the most we have ever tested ever since COVID. So while I'm happy that we now increase our capacity to test, I'm also very nervous because by doing all of this tests, we have to expect something. And I'm just hoping and pray to God that He continues to bless us as He has always been doing.
According to Dr. Martin, so far the health system has not been overwhelmed by the recent COVID-19 cluster, but expects that this may soon change.
Thankfully, at the moment, we're good. Thankfully, at the moment, we're good. But even if we're good, we've engaged PAHO last week and a couple of days ago in preparation for what we think could happen out of this current cluster, as out of what's going to happen today. Worst case scenario, we've asked for support from PAHO, and we have been pledged those support, and as we speak, those supplies are actually coming in. I just spoke with the broker this morning, telling me that he has received confirmation that the supplies are here in some instances and on the way in other instances.
While the Ministry of Health has conducted over 6,000 PCR tests, the doctor reassures the public that the ministry has no shortage. In fact, some additional supplies are on its way.
Thankfully, there is not any repercussions yet, except that the numbers are increasing. But the repercussions we expect is that if our testing today reveal widespread community infection, that would be the first repercussion, because it means that we now have to double up our resources in terms of contact tracing, getting people into quarantine, and testing them at appropriate times. So that will be the first repercussion that we're going to expect.
Citizens and visitors are urged to continue to comply with the new regulations as well as other safety measures. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
Well, that was a timely update. The Ministry of Health is refuting local media reports that an inmate at Her Majesty's Prison has tested positive for COVID-19. The ministry confirms that currently there are no COVID-19 positive inmates or prison officials. The ministry said this false reporting has caused widespread concern and is very distracting to the crucial work of testing, contact tracing, quarantining, and enforcement, in which health officials and officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force are currently engaged. The public is reminded that the Ministry of Health is the only official source for COVID-19 updates in Grenada. Media companies and citizens in general are again advised to refrain from publishing unverified and misleading statements, which can cause unnecessary fear and panic. Grenada has recorded 2 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the total number of active cases to 59. One case is a frontline worker. The other is raising a different alarm. Details in this report.
Dr. Francis Martin, Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, revealed that one of the new cases identified is a member of the medical team, marking the first time that a frontline worker has tested positive for the virus. Dr. Martin says he believes this case may be linked to the new cluster, as frontline workers have been routinely swabbing since March, and only now has any member of the team tested positive.
This particular frontline worker has been with us from the beginning. And when I say front, I actually literally mean front, because they would go on to interface with COVID patients and everybody else in the field as well as within the clinics. So it is indeed related to the current situation that is going on, because of course frontline workers interact with so many different people and so many different COVID patients that it is not possible to lock that down to a specific individual. But because of the fact that frontline worker was workers who are swabbing COVID patients, then of course that we believe that's where the exposure occurred.
The other new case is a traveler from the United Kingdom who arrived in Grenada on December 16th and has been in quarantine since, testing positive after day 4. Dr. Martin says while the individual is still in quarantine, it remains unknown whether this new case is the new COVID-19 variant recently detected in the UK.
We will not be able to tell when that person got infected. And we do hope that it is not the new strain, because I think that is what is on the mind of everyone now, with anybody coming from England, whether or not we're going to be facing that new strain. It's still too early to tell, and my hope is that it's not, but with epidemiology, you have to be prepared for anything.
Both individuals are asymptomatic and are being monitored like all other positive cases. For GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
One member of the COVID-19 committee is urging the population to be aware of a possible more aggressive strain of the virus in terms of transmission. GBN spoke with Dr. Bert Braffett, who is uttering a word of caution, particularly during this festive season.
Chairman of the COVID-19 Health Subcommittee, Dr. Bert Braffett, says health officials in Grenada are watching carefully the rate of transmission of the virus from person to person. In an exclusive interview with GBN on Wednesday, Dr. Braffett spoke to GBN about health officials' observations of the COVID-19 virus in recent weeks, which he says seems to suggest it's far more transmissible.
Our virus here is much more, the virus that we've seen in the last 2 weeks or so is much more transmissible. Whereas before in households, you might have found 1 or 2 individuals getting the virus and other household members surprisingly being spared. Now, 1 member of the household you pick up, and when you go in and check, the majority of the household members are positive. So the community and the society needs to be aware of that we have a virus that is far more transmissible. So we have to do whatever we can to limit, especially the major areas for transmissibility of the virus.
Dr. Braffett was asked about Grenada's ability to test for confirmation in the event that the virus has mutated or possibly a similar or same strain as seen in the United Kingdom. However, he told GBN the region is not yet in a position to determine this.
We cannot, and nowhere in the region do we have the technology and resources to be able to do this. As a matter of fact, even in the major United States, they were lamenting, I saw this morning, the fact that they have only been able to do a few hundred sequencing of the virus. Britain apparently is very much advanced in this respect, and they have been able to do a few thousand. So the simple answer to that is no, we cannot test. What we have to rely on here is how the virus is behaving.
Dr. Braffett is, however, cautioning the population to be mindful that to date only about 4 people over the age of 60 were infected with the COVID-19 virus, and therefore the younger population must be conscious of the potential impact their ways of life can have on the aged population, especially during this festive season.
They may do pretty well by and large, but they're going to carry home the virus, and they may be feeling perfectly well and go by granny whose cake you love and whose cookie you love, and she gets infected. You go by uncle, auntie, they get infected, and before you know it, they could be hospitalized because they're older, they have more underlying conditions. Or it could be even a younger family member who has a risk factor. We know that a number of people are around with autoimmune diseases, there are a number of people are around with asthma, etc. So it behoves younger folk, although they may feel less vulnerable, and correctly so, but they have a responsibility to ensure that they do not pick up the virus and in turn be at risk of spreading it to individuals whose outcome might be much different to theirs.
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
This is News at 7. Coming up, a very bleak Christmas for vendors. Stay with us.
Christmas in Grenada plus Flow equals a tablet for your family. Get a Samsung A7 tablet for only $80 when you add your mobile to your home services bundle. Save 30% on your mobile bill and spend the holidays connected with faster internet speeds. Call us today at 1-800-804-2994 and sign up.
The Food Fair offers quality foods at affordable prices. Now, with our improved web store, you can make all your purchases from the comfort of your home. It's so simple, easy to log in and navigate, safe and secure transactions, and a quick checkout. All your grocery needs at your fingertips. Convenient and reliable. Food Fair, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets.
I can't believe what has happened to me. is paying my bill for free. A true friend helps you when you're in need. I gotta be a thought that pays my bill for free. One big winner gets their bill paid till December. 14 other monthly winners get their bill paid every other. The best things in life are free. Exit Glen, like the best has happened to me.
To enter, make your account current. Complete form on Grenlec's website. Text or WhatsApp your name, account number, and contact number to 405-6500. Enter by December 31st. Terms and conditions apply.
Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening at Republic Bank. No interest rate happening. Quick approval happening. Christmas time happening at Republic Bank.
And 2020 on a merry note at Republic Bank as we spread the holiday cheer with our Make It Happen loans. Republic Bank is here to lighten up your spirit with quick approvals and cash prizes valued at over $10,000.
Christmas is happening at Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It's new, innovative and classy, and a cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together. Food is fundamental, and at Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, we source premium quality wheat and other ingredients, so you get the best results in the kitchen, bakeries and farms. For over 35 years, we've supplied Grenada with the finest flour and animal feed. The tastiest cakes, pastries, or breads are baked with the region's finest flour. Buy the products you've trusted for all these years. Baker's Pride, Supreme, and Sunshine Flour. Get the best from your farm animals with our master mix feed brands. Support local. Buy products that are made in Grenada. Call us on 440-2954 or visit us at Mount Gay St. George or check our Facebook page. Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, a subsidiary of ADM. Unlocking nature, enriching life.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening at Republic Bank. No interest rate happening. Quick approval happening. Christmas time happening at Republic Bank.
And 2020 on a merry note at Republic Bank as we spread the holiday cheer with our Make It Happen loans. Republic Bank is here to lighten up your spirit with quick approvals and cash prizes valued at over $10,000.
Christmas is happening at Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It's certainly a COVID Christmas, and vendors at the top of Granby Street in St. George are feeling the pinch as a result of the economic situation. The consensus among most of the vendors is that the curfew is adding another layer of dampness to their already struggling businesses. Jara Joseph visited the vendors on Wednesday.
There was a clarion call by the vendors who normally turn out in their droves for the ensuing Christmas shopping for a little more time in regard to the curfew. The question put forward to the vendors was, how has business been thus far?
Well, it's not too bad, I should say. It's slow, but not too bad. The sale is coming slow, but we're getting a little sale and we thank God for it. So we're coping with the COVID, we're coping.
To be honest with you, business could have been a little more better. Because a lot of people come to vend or to sell. Yes, it's true, but the things, it don't really pick up. It don't really pick up. People at the shopping, as far as I see, people buying maybe what they need, mostly, not what they want. Mostly is what they need. But it could have been with a little more hype. And
business is not that bad enough. At the end of the day, despite of the timing with the COVID and time of the curfew, I think business is still, I mean, it already pick up much as how we expected it to be, but it's kind of going good so far. So far, everything is nice. We are on a nice little tent and we're going good for the time being.
Several vendors, however, want an extension in the curfew on Christmas Eve.
Hoping that, maybe tomorrow he's got the boss will extend the time a little bit more. Instead of the 8 o'clock, could go a little 9 o'clock, because remember, by the time parents come from work to bring their kids in town, I mean, the time is already done short already, so what time will the kids have, to come in town to get their toys, to get their things? So at the end of the day, we need a little more time, at least just for Christmas Eve, maybe up to 9 o'clock or something like that. They could have done that, but other than that, things is good. Can't complain.
Well, business kind of slow, but if they give us another 2 hours, he go pick up. Because by the time people start to come, then we have to close up. So we could have get another 2 hours.
As I said, the hours is a little short. Because after 5, we had to start parking. According to the distance some people are vending here staying, they had to catch bus to go. So many going all in the country because people coming under here from all around Grenada. You understand what I'm saying? So because of the timing, we had to park a little earlier to get bus to go home. But the Christmas ain't sweet because for me, I don't even do nothing because I don't get vibes.
Reports from some of the vendors are that they only have this Christmas week to sell their items, as the tents will be dismantled on Boxing Day.
And for me, the spending power is not what is really there. The spending power is not there. A lot of people want stuff, they come in, but they could just buy just within the range, the amount that they have. Yes, now that today's almost like the last day for shopping, because tomorrow is Christmas Eve. People have to clean and decorate and bake and all these kind of a thing. So today should have more hype in the shopping.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Sometimes it's interesting what can catch the eye and catapult into positive opportunities for someone once ignored. That's exactly what happened to one man after painting this building in the colors and design of the national flag.
Grenada's flag is a symbol easily recognized and beloved by Grenadians worldwide. So it is no wonder that when images of an entire building painted in the national flag began circulating on social media, many began inquiring about the story behind it. The individual behind this project is construction lecturer Eric Young from Diamond St. Mark, who has a background in interior design. He told GBN about the inspiration behind the building's outstanding appearance.
This building was actually painted yellow and black because yellow is my favorite color. I painted it yellow and black, and it was like, even though you could see it from a mile off, you couldn't see it. A lot of people was walking past and just didn't take no notice of the building. So I thought this time round, because the building needed decorating when you consider it was 8 years ago. So I said this time round, what I'll do is I'll paint it the colours that I want, because I'm a Grenadian, I wanted the national flag on there. And now since I painted it, I'm now getting a lot of people now interested in and wanting to know what it's all about.
Mr. Young says since the change in its outward appearance, the feedback has been bigger than he ever anticipated.
It's been crazy. People just pull up and just take pictures and get out and take selfies, and people are. In fact, we had a school run, cross-country run the other week, and this was causing a problem because when the children were getting here, they were standing and pointing. So yeah, their teacher had to say, look, you got to keep moving.
He says since coming back to Grenada, he has not been doing any design work, but since painting the flag on his building, he has been presented with a variety of design opportunities.
What's actually happened, since putting that on the building, I've been contacted by 5 different contractors. And basically what they've asked me to do is produce some samples of my work. I've got meetings literally after Christmas to then show them what I can do.
While Grenadians worldwide find various ways to represent their country daily, Mr. Young has showcased an example of true patriotism. Trelawna Charles, GBN News.
I could see myself taking loads of photos there preparing for independence. Now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Trelawna Charles has been looking around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience.
I'm not the Grinch that stole Christmas. I'm the leader who is trying to ensure that we protect ourselves now.
These words uttered by Prime Minister Mitchell in his address to Grenada on Monday has made quite the impression on many Grenadians. Tonight we listen to one very creative response submitted by a local student.
I am not the Grinch who stole Christmas. Watch Mass for this Christmas. I am the head of the band to let in all the animals from far and near because I need to make my money in my stalls. And now the animals bite me. You blame me for not wearing my muzzle-off mask. Ah, what a task. And then chastise me for not keeping the protocol. But when you open the ban for money in your stall, yes, to keep safe is my personal responsibility. But you see, if the barn was not open, I would not have to go through this catastrophe. You see, the Grinch shoes were too tight, so he resorted to the exquisite sandals. But that showed his ugly toes in front and spiked an infection this month. What good for the goose, good for the gander? He chose to not pass his sandals under the check-in meter. So what we sow, we reap. So we shouldn't wonder. Now we want all the animals back in ban from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Why the ban nation must suffer for his selfish decision? Weddings and funerals had 10 people to the limit, while buses making sure to fill all their seats. But you see me? I getting married in a bus and a burying Papa in a bus too. I must be a smart animal too. You see, if you give the Grinch an inch, he'll take a yard and still turn around and say, we the animals that bad. I am not the Grinch who stole Christmas. Open my eyes to the light. I will not allow the Grinch to steal my rights.
That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. As always, if you would like to have your 2 cents shared, comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN I Saw lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
To Tonight's ISO takes us on a short trip down memory lane as our ISO reporter submitted photographs of a gold $1 coin. These coins are no longer in circulation, so it is rare to see one in 2020. Also featured in tonight's ISO are photographs of a building, Camp Grenada Academic University, which features the perfect replica of the Grenadian flag painted across its exterior. We thank our ISO reporters for those submissions. Send us your photos and videos via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead, Peter David says farmers' organization is needed. This is News at 7.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
Get the Christmas feeling at Dean's Mattress today and all through the holiday season. Dean's is bringing you absolute great Christmas chair. Your reward, supportive, a comfortable feel when you get a mattress from Dean's this Christmas season. Special offers on beds, foam, divans, and mattresses. Call Dean's today about your needs for odd size mattresses, baby crib mattresses, and mattresses for yachts. And of course, all the smart shoppers who placed your items on layaway, get them today. The special offer from Dean's. Free delivery island-wide and to the boat for the Carriacou and Pity Martinique customers. Call Dean's now, 440-3240 or 440-0552. Dean's Mattress, where quality is never compromised. Merry Christmas from Dean's Mattress.
Do you want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the Spin to Win channel and click follow. Once you have followed the channel, click the Spin Now button, choose your device type, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat to enter the promotion. Click the Daily Updates button to get updates on the prize you are required to spin for each day, and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas, spin and win with BIP.
Looking to put the perfect smile on a child's face? Then you need the perfect gift this holiday. At K&R, we are so much more than just a bookstore. We also carry toys. Yes, trucks, cars, puzzles, bags, and dolls. Barbie included. We cater for children of all ages, even the toddlers. We are on the corner of Young and Scott Street. So visit us today or call 321-3500 or 420-5307. Come visit K&R and feel the magic of the season.
Hills and Valley Med Care Center, located on Grenville Street, St. George's, has a highly professional team that gives excellent service in massage therapy, physiotherapy, speech therapy, medical consultation, and more. Hills and Valley Med Care Center sells a wide range of medical supplies, offers home visits for patients in Grenada and Carriacou, and opens Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. through to 7 p.m. Visit or call Hills and Valley Med Care Center today, 435-6904.
you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Christmas in Grenada plus Flow equals a tablet for your family. Get a Samsung A7 tablet for only $80 when you add your mobile to your home services bundle. Save 30% on your mobile bill and spend the holidays connected with faster internet speeds. Call us today at 1-800-804-2994 and sign up.
The formulation of a farming organization was suggested to farmers during a recent engagement by the Ministry of Agriculture. This was suggested during a meet and greet among agricultural officials, farmers in Mardi Gras, and hierarchy members of Her Majesty's Prison.
A call for a national farmers organization is made by Minister for Agriculture Peter David, an entity he believes is needed to ensure that farmers receive maximum benefits from the sector. Every individual farmer is faced with similar concerns within the farming industry, and given the financial constraints with government, assistance to everyone will be impossible. This was revealed by Minister David as he spoke on the need for an organization during a recent farmers meet and greet at Mardi Gras St. George.
The only way agriculture will move forward is with the unity of the farmers in a farmers organization. Farmers, through their self-organization, have to develop the strength. You know, there's one leader in the Caribbean who said, if you slap like this, you hit soft. When you cough like this, you hit hard because of unity.
Benedict Jacob, a longtime farmer of the area, explained why he believes the organization should be formed.
The main problem that I see in agriculture is farmers not having a national farmers organization. As you have the Hotel Association, the Tourist Association, the Bus Association, the Taxi Association, farmers ought to be together, minding our own business.
Hierarchy members of Her Majesty's Prisons who operate a farm at Mardi Gras were also present at the meet and greet. Commissioner of Prisons John Mitchell encouraged farmers to make it their duty to form the association themselves.
I know that issue has been given a lot of attention by many persons, but if you form association, do not sit and wait on other persons to do it for you or government to do it for you. Select individual, even from today in this meeting. Select at least 2 or 3 individuals who you can start with, and then the bylaws and so on can come in after.
Minister David believes that if a national organization can work in the best interest of the tourism industry, it can do the same for farming. For GBN News, Beverly Tallisford.
Stay with us. The weather is up next, and in sports, they won the last season but lost the season opener. We'll be back.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Hey, man. Hey, well, man, that's you making us that trip. Why do all this more? Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, and my house and my car to repair, and the wife wants to look with, and what you want me to do? I'm expected to do all that with more. Well, what you want me to do? Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giveaway giving away, and the interest rate low. And listen to me, I try them orders and them never look good. Who they want them on? Well, watch, like you have more than your ears. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you. You know what? I'll get them a little try. Listen. Where you going on this month? Don't need it. Leave the month, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
After some sun and rain today, let's take a look at tonight's weather. Tonight's minimum temperature is 24 degrees Celsius. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy with occasional light to moderate showers. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet. Moderate to rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in open water. A marine advisory remains in effect. High tide will be at 11 p.m. and low tide at 5 a.m. And of course, we'll be in curfew at that time anyway. So that's really general knowledge. Looking at the week ahead, Christmas Eve, weather is expected to be mostly fair at first and windy, becoming partly cloudy during light to moderate daytime showers, increasing in cloudiness and showers overnight. On Friday, Christmas Day, partly cloudy and windy with light isolated daytime showers, increasing in cloudiness during scattered nighttime showers. Definitely a cozy week. Partly cloudy on Saturday, that is, with occasional light daytime showers, increasing in cloudiness overnight with more frequent showers. That's it for your weather forecast right here on GBN. Well, the Los Angeles Lakers lost the season opener in a match led by Paul George's 33 points as the LA Clippers defeated the Lakers 116-109. Additionally, for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard recorded 26 points in the victory, while LeBron James tallied a team high of 22 points, along with 5 rebounds and 5 assists for the Lakers in the losing effort. The Clippers improved to 1 on the season, while the Lakers fall to 0.
Clippers taking on the Lakers for ring night. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Quinn Cook all posing with their rings. LeBron James now has a fist full. He's got 4 NBA championship rings. First quarter action. Anthony Davis drives baseline. 2 hands for safety for the strong finish. Clippers in control. Paul George knocks down the 3 ball. Then, with this turnover, Kawhi Leonard gets the steal, gets in the paint, but finds teammate Lou Williams, who knocks down 3 of his 11 points for the night. Kawhi Leonard again at the top, drives, spins, freezes, and then the layup right at the cup. Lou Williams off the dribble, dishes to teammate Zubac for the 2-handed dunk. Off this Lakers turnover, Paul George leaks out, finishes with the layup, part of a 21-5 Clippers run. Clippers up 41-20. On the break, KCP for 3. Cutting into the lead, that caps a 10-0 Lakers run. Kawhi with the spin and the finish, plus the foul, makes the free throw. Clippers go up 44-30. And then off this Kawhi Leonard miss, Lakers find LeBron James, who sets up KCP for the dunk. Anthony Davis in the post. Double team comes, no worries, finds LeBron James cutting for the dunk. Clippers still up by 3. Halftime score, Clippers 56, Lakers 54. In the third quarter, strong tomahawk by LeBron James. Also scores from the outside with the 3 ball. Clippers still up by 1. Dennis Schroeder finds Harrell at the rim, plus the foul. He makes the free throw. Clippers up by 1. And then Paul George with the strong finish, makes the layup, foul, and makes the free throw. Paul George continues his hot streak with the 3-pointer off that ball screen. And then Paul George making the jump shot in the third quarter. 15 points for Paul George. 10 straight points to end the quarter for Paul George. Fourth quarter, George continuing his domination, knocks down the 3. And then again, Paul George, 3-pointer, plus the foul. Paul George running the show. Kawhi Leonard hits the turnaround jump shot. And then in the fourth quarter, Paul George, to cap things off, hits the jumper. Clippers go up 111-94. Final score, Clippers win it on ring night, 116-109.
I'm sure the Clippers came back with a vengeance after what happened with the NBA Finals last season. Moving on, James Saunders has coverage of what's happening regionally and internationally in sports.
Here's a look into the community now, where it's not very often that you get twins playing the same sport and seemingly good at it. Well, it's the story of 11-year-old Liam and Ariane Hussein, who were born just 6 minutes apart. And the twins both love football and have dreams of representing Trinidad and Tobago.
Ariane and Liam Hussein are twins, and of all the things that they share in common, a love for football is at the top of the list. They both attended La Pastora Government Primary School. However, living in a family that travels often earned them the opportunity to improve their skills in Turks and Caicos. They perhaps had more opportunities at the junior level playing there, as Ariane, who wants to take the sport as far as she can go, has found it difficult to find an all-girls team in TNT.
It's been a little bit challenging since there's not really that much girls who likes to play, so I'm mostly the only one.
All right. And what's it like playing with boys?
Well, I got a little bit tougher playing with them. I also learned to interact with more boys and girls, and also they also try to help me to improve my skills too.
They're the type of children, though, that you could listen to speak about almost anything. Her brother Liam is 11 years old. He knows where he's coming from.
Well, I started at 4 years old at a little academy that one of my neighbors had in the area. I grasped it pretty well, and I started to learn it very quickly. quickly, and I got better very fast, and I moved away and played football there, and it really had helped me.
So who is the better footballer?
I say myself.
And why do you say that?
Because number one, I'm a girl. Most people pay attention to me since I am a different gender. Also because he has also taught me some tricks that's helped me make me better than him.
Liam's also observed his sister's improvement in the sport.
Well, I say it has improved tremendously over the years, just kicking Topi from the start at 4 years old to, kicking the post and thing. That's really tremendous, and, how I help her and how she plays and stuff, that really is cool.
Do you think you could be the next Lionel Messi?
Well, I could certainly try, and I would give him my best shot, of course, but he has a very high standard in world football, and if I could even come close to what he did, that would really mean a lot to me.
Their parents intend to support them as far as they can.
As a parent, when I look at what my kids' talents lie and then support them as to the fullest extent that they want to. At this stage, it's all up to them. They have the potential to do well.
At San Juan Jablote's end of year function this past week, Ariane took the overall Player of the Year award. Liam was awarded the most technical player. Kemuel Ashby won the most disciplined, and Arish Sugdeo took home the most improved title. Sergio Dufour, TV6 Sport.
I back the girl. She looks like the better footballer. All right, there is a rainbow behind the dark cloud, and it is good news for the Super League community when it comes to the health of Marabella Crisis Center manager Terence Vozier. Well, after suffering a stroke last week, his son Akida is stating that doctors are impressed by Vozier's recovery. His son adding that the doctors estimate that he could be discharged from the intensive care unit once his condition improves further. Certainly send our prayers to his family. At the pool, we make a stop before our play of the day, and tonight is the final night for swimmers to improve their times for the Olympics and the Junior Pan American Games at the National Aquatic Center. National swimmer Dylan Carter and Cheryl Thompson will try once more to beat their previous times in the long course trials, while youth swimmer Zarek Wilson will be looking to improve his times in the 50, 100, and 200 meter freestyle events. Josiah Parag will make an attempt to get closer to the 200 meter standard in the individual medley, while Amari Ash will challenge the girls 13 to 14 50 meter freestyle, 50 meter breaststroke, 100 meter breaststroke events.
Around the globe, while this Christmas in the shadow of COVID-19 will be very different in many ways, one element not likely to change is the sumptuous meals that will grace many a table. However, while meals delight your senses of taste, smell, and sight this Yuletide season, there are some crucial food safety issues you need to bear in mind. ABS's Kim Emmanuel Baird has a recap of the comments of the country's, that's Antigua and Barbuda, Chief Health Inspector on Antigua Barbuda today.
Whether it's a collection of special recipes or food that is synonymous with the Christmas customs, it is important to keep food safety in mind when preparing, serving, or selling food. Chief Health Inspector at the Ministry of Health, Sharon Martin, reminds the public it starts with personal hygiene. She says everyone must ensure their body, hands, and clothes are clean before handling food. There's another crucial reminder to separate raw food from those that are cooked.
If you don't separate them, what will actually happen is that already cooked, ready to serve foods can become cross-contaminated. And this is where you can pick up microorganisms that can cause foodborne illness.
She adds, especially during this time of the COVID-19 pandemic, it would be devastating to also have to deal with a food poisoning challenge. She provides key steps to preparing safer food.
165 degrees Fahrenheit, turkey, stuffed chicken, and foods you reheat. Would you know that chicken is the deadliest meats of all? It is more contaminated with a plethora of salmonella.
She also advises that every cook use a thermometer in order to prepare food at the correct temperature.
How long before you serve food, you should have foods cooked? Because the closer you cook food to serving time, the better it is, as long as it has reached the temperature.
This is Kim Emmanuel Baird reporting for ABS News.
An interesting development is brewing in the midst of the pandemic as one Caribbean country is facing a curious situation in relation to fires. There has been a marked increase in certain types of fires since the beginning of December, and Guyana's chief fire officer is warning, do not smoke in bed. Here are the details from Travis Chase.
Don't become complacent about fire safety during this festive season, warns the Guyana Fire Service. Chief Fire Officer Marlon Gentle has reported that over the last 3 weeks, an increase in certain types of fires have been recorded.
Primarily, we're seeing failed electrical circuits or fires of an internal electrical nature occurring more. We are seeing more domestic type cooking fires too. And more importantly, we are also seeing some fires occurring where children have been left unattended or improperly supervised at this time.
That, according to Gentle, has put the Guyana Fire Service on high alert, noting that Christmas is a time when extra fire hazards are in the home.
The Guyana Fire Service stands ready. We are aware of the activities of this season, and we will be on full alert to support the needs of the Guyanese people in emergency. But at the same time, you must also play a great role in ensuring that your environment is safe and that you do not take risks unnecessarily, so that the risk could have consequences that end up in disastrous events.
The fire officer noted that Guyanese should try and celebrate Christmas and the New Year safely, pointing out that the risk of accidents is greater after drinking alcohol.
If you are going to be imbibing and having a drink, as the Christmas tradition, says, ensure that after you drink, you turn off your appliances, you plug them out. And if you smoke, please use an ashtray. And at the end of the exercise, ensure that the contents in that ashtray is properly disposed of. And please do not smoke in bed.
Keep a special eye on, especially children, during this time.
Keep children out of the kitchen when you're cooking, because apart from a fire hazard, there could also be injuries from children pulling pots or types of containers that may have hot liquids or hot products inside.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
In an effort to beat COVID-19, Chinese-developed vaccines have already made their way abroad. Chinese manufacturers have struck deals to supply 400 million vaccine doses to countries around the world, despite having not yet released final stage or so-called Phase 3 test results. Brazil has partnered with Beijing-based pharmaceutical company Sinovac and is expected soon to announce the effectiveness of its Phase 3 trials. Beijing has dismissed concerns about quality, saying it's simply doing its part to ensure developing nations have access to the COVID-19 vaccine. But experts say it has other motives. Al Jazeera's Katrina Yu reports from Beijing, China.
Shipments of Chinese vaccines arriving in Egypt. Manufacturers have struck deals to supply 400 million doses to countries around the world, despite having not yet released final stage test results. More than 1 million people in China have received doses under the government's emergency program. Beijing insists they're effective.
There have been some adverse reactions, but none are serious. More than 60,000 people have traveled to high-risk areas outside the country, and so far there's no serious infection. This proves our vaccines are protective.
In a race to secure COVID-19 jabs, nations like Indonesia, Turkey and Morocco have signed agreements with manufacturers Sinovac, Sinopharm and CanSino Biologics. But some have questioned the safety of Chinese vaccines, including Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, despite Sao Paulo State Governor João Doria already ordering millions of Sinovac doses. Cambodian leader Hun Sen says he won't allow vaccines not recognized by the World Health Organization to be tested there. Previous vaccine scandals in China have led to concerns that manufacturers may be cutting corners.
That's it for In Around the Globe right here on GBN News. A recap of the headlines. Grenadians support new restrictions to prevent further spread of COVID-19. More than 800 people retested for COVID. COVID-19 Health Subcommittee Chairman says COVID virus seems more transmissible. A bleak Christmas for small business owners as they say COVID made a bad situation worse. Agriculture Minister calls for the establishment of a national farmers organization. In sports, Los Angeles Lakers lose season opener to LA Clippers. And in Around the Globe, Antigua and Barbuda Chief Health Inspector shares crucial food safety tips during the Yuletide season. And Chinese manufacturers to supply 400 million COVID-19 vaccine doses to countries around the world. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd for these and other top stories. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. That's the news. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Good night.